Matan.
And I'm Lily.
And we are founding members of the Wellness Club, a club that will open to all students at the beginning of next school year.
We wanted to speak to you today because the month of May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Mental health challenges are often stigmatized. One of our club's main goals is to stop the stigma around mental health challenges.
Mental health challenges can be difficult to talk about. However, even if you are embarrassed about struggling with your mental health, there are so many people around you who are going through the same type of thing.
To show you how common it is, we found some statistics. 14.3% of all deaths worldwide are due to mental illnesses. 60% of teens with depression are not receiving any sort of treatment, and 15.8% of teens reported having a major depressive episode in 2021. Demi Lovato, Kendall Jenner, Jim Carrey, Ryan Reynolds,
Naomi Osaka, Michael Phelps, Kendrick Lamar, DeMar DeRozan, all of these celebrities, many of whom may be your favorite artist, actor, or athlete, suffer with various mental health challenges, but were brave enough to share their stories. In our world, there are so many people who seem to have it all going for them. Celebrities epitomize this image. They live the dream life and enjoy their success and wealth every day. Yet even celebrities struggle with mental health.
Despite the fact that they might be embarrassed or lose some of their fans, these celebrities choose to work towards ending the stigma around mental health by talking about their personal experiences and utilizing their massive platforms.
DeMar DeRozan spoke on his experience. No matter how destructible we look like we are all human at the end of the day. And DeMar DeRozan perfectly captured this commonality, because this is such a human experience, and I want to tell you all my own story. Like many others in the room, throughout the pandemic, I suffered with depression and anxiety myself. I remember the dark feelings of hopelessness that clouded my mind, and the anxious thoughts that constantly bothered me. Though I worked hard to keep my spirits alive through running and through mindfulness, which definitely helped, I was suffering on the inside. I seemed to be thriving on the outside, but with everything bottled up within my mind, nobody knew what I was going through. I somehow thought that telling people what I was going through would change people's perception of me. That perspective has changed. I cannot emphasize this enough. These are such painful yet common experiences. When we share experience, a small part of the stigma around us will disappear. You are allowed to and encouraged to talk about how you feel. Mental health challenges are a part of the human experience.
Like Matan, I often thought people would judge me for my mental health challenges since I felt like I would get anxious over things that nobody would understand. I've struggled with clinical anxiety for as long as I can remember before I could even identify it as anxiety. My anxiety bothered me every day, but it would be especially triggered by things like camp or summer, being away from home, the start of school, or even Sunday nights and more. My anxiety took the form of stomach aches and nausea, lying awake in my bed with spinning thoughts, and shutting down and isolating myself so that I was just in my head. Even little things people would do or say would trigger my anxiety. It's hard to constantly struggle with something under the radar and to feel sick all the time. And I often felt incredibly hopeless. I was lucky to have supportive parents and to be able to receive help for my anxiety, but we know that this is not the case for everyone. This brings us to the goal of our club. Our club, the Wellness Club, will focus on educating people around promoting strong mental health and stopping the stigma around mental health challenges, while also acting as a support system for students who are struggling. We'll invite speakers on specific topics, and students will be able to share what's on their mind in a safe, accepting environment.
When someone mentions their struggle with mental health, listen to them with an open heart. We can't end the stigma without help from you, so we hope to see you all when we meet this fall. Let's work together to support each other, stop the stigma, and change the culture around mental health.